Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of my AFL 26 Management Career Mode here with Port Adelaide. Hope you're all doing very well. We've got a big episode today. We've got a couple of games to get through. If we have a look at the calendar, not the fixtures, we've got Woodville West Torrens in the SANFL at home, which would be lovely. And then we've got Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval, which is also a home game, which I'm quite looking forward to. Hopefully, if we have a look at the AFL ladder, we can actually get a win, because last episode, if you haven't watched it, it was painful. I don't really want to talk about it, but we lost, unfortunately. We lost to a very, very good side in GWS who are on a winning run. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. So if you want to find out what happened, go back and watch it and then come back. You are more than welcome to check that out. But today it's first versus last. So hopefully we can sort of bounce back to some of our good form that we've had earlier in the season. But first of all, we've got to work our way through the SANFL. Training-wise, we are just going to repeat last week's training, and that should be okay. And we're going to do it once more, because why not? We're going to now be selecting our lineup for the AFL side. Kane Farrell, unfortunately, did pick up an injury towards the back end of last episode. So what we're going to do, I'm actually going to bring in a certain somebody who hasn't played for a couple of weeks in the AFL side. If I can find him, it is Mr. Whitlock. Now, you might be thinking that is a bit of a strange selection, because considering he is not a backman, and you are right, he is not a backman, he's a key forward. But what we're actually going to do is we're also going to be sending out Todd Marshall. We're going to be sending him back to the SANFL because he has been okay, but he's not been as good at AFL level as he has been at SANFL level. There's a certain guy, if I can find him, I've lost him. Where did he go? Darcy Byrne-Jones, that's who I was looking for. He's going to come back into the side today, and Darcy Byrne-Jones is going to make his way to a halfback flank. Whitlock is actually going to start at full forward today. Lukosius at centre half forward, and then Georgiadis in that forward pocket. I just want to give Lukosius a bit of run up the ground. He's obviously kicking a lot of goals at full forward, and you might be wondering why I'd want to change that winning formula. It's just something I want to play around with, and hopefully a few changes to our forward line will help us kick a few more goals today. Everything else will stay the same for this upcoming game up against Melbourne. And in terms of the game up against Woodville West Torrens, Everett Wong did get injured. Pal Pepper can play at halfback, that is fine, and we are going to bring in to the fold. I've just lost him. I've lost him already. This can't be good. Dylan Williams is not who I'm looking for. But Toddy Marshall's already been put at centre half forward, so that is handy. And Rory Atkins, the captain of the SANFL, can be brought back into the side. Who is he going to come in for? Wiedemann, I've just seen, is injured in the top corner, so he can get the captaincy back. He can sit on a halfback flank. Everything else will be the same as per. But now we've got to get through this game, and the objectives for the Eagles game is to lay 40 tackles, 350 disposals, and 25 free kicks. Hoping that through the simulation we will get that done. It's a big win in the SANFL, 90 points. Obviously, we are a lot better than most of the other teams, strictly because we are essentially an AFL reserve side, and we did some good recruiting through the mid-season period. Jackson kicks 5. Pal Pepper kicked a couple off of halfback as well. Willie Rioli and Moraes got 40 plus disposals apiece, and we get all the vote getters, which is lovely, even though it says that Hugh Jackson and Rioli play for Woodville West Torrens, which is a little strange. And most importantly, we do get 2 of the 3 objectives. We were just short of getting the 25 free kicks, so not quite a clean sweep for today. But now, if we have a look at the objectives for the Melbourne game, 85 tackles, probably not going to happen. 28 behinds. Yikes, and 140 contested possessions. That might actually be a chance of happening. We'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully, we didn't actually pick up any injuries, which was nice up against Woodville West Torrens. We'll see how we go up against Melbourne. Hopefully, we can get through this game relatively unscathed. We've got to change our Guernseys once again, as we do. Home game. Is there a nice clash one that Melbourne can wear? What else have we got here? Let's have a look. Let's do something fun. Yeah, there we go. Go the retro. I like the look of it. Home game, first versus last. Hopefully, we do not embarrass ourselves for the second week in a row. A little bit cloudy and overcast today, and 10-kilometre winds. Otherwise, it looks okay conditions-wise. I'm very keen for this game. And out come the D's. Where is Big Max? I can't see him. It doesn't appear that Big Max is playing, so that should help us out a great deal today. And out come Port Adelaide. In all their glory, 10-2 on the year. Obviously blew a very big lead last week. Let's take out our anger on these demons. D's are called heads on the toss. And we're just waiting for the outcome of the toss. Melbourne have won it. And they decided to kick to the left of screen. The wind is actually heading towards each of the wings. So, I mean, kicking to each end really isn't going to bother us too much. It's not going to really make that much of a difference. But here we go. D's get it out of the middle. Clary can't find a target. Only finds Alia. Let's get it clear of the half-back line. See if we can take a mark on the wing. Connor Rosie does a good job. We've got a movement over here. Ends up with Butters. The vice-captain doing a good job. Kicking a little bit too wide. And it's out of bounds. Sloppy skills early. Just a minute in and we've already got a half-forward throw-in. Got a tap over the top. Oliver clears the ball. Can't get the mark. Bailey Fritsch does a good job. Another forward entry for Port Adelaide. And Ollie Wines is actually going to have a shot from this range. Wind heading to the left of screen. So if we sort of set it up halfway through sort of where the behinds are on the right, we should be okay. It's swinging back. A little bit offline, unfortunately, for Port Adelaide. And that is where we lost the game last week. Butters intercepts out of full back. And hopefully our goal kicking is going to be a lot better than it was last week. I think we kicked 5 goals, 9 in the first quarter. It's not looking good. Willem Drew marks at half forward. Got a lead here. Connor Rosie takes a nice mark. He's actually second in the Coleman medal behind Lukosius for the year. Hopefully, with a good kick here, he can extend the lead. I mean, he does extend the lead, but set shots early have not been our friend. It is very windy. And yeah, it's not going well at right now. What am I trying to say? Ball cleared out of Melbourne's half-back line. Alia, once again, fantastic job. Kicks it forward, looking for Anastopoulos. He's been pretty good for a few weeks in a row. Can't take a mark on Bowie. Now Caleb Windsor, draft pick from a couple of years ago. Kicks it in the Anastopoulos direction, and he takes the mark. Smoke and Joe Berry was a bit quiet last week. Ball goes to ground, lays a good tackle. And ball clear, Butters on Petrarca. Butters wins out, does well. Whitlock's in the square. Now he's on the move. He's got Matty Hoare on him. Really undersized. Running into goal, and oh, Jesus. So clearly, I can't kick on the run. I can't kick set shots. The rest of the season, pretty stuffed, if that is the case. Willem Drew takes a nice mark inside 50. Let's just look for Lukosius. And he takes the mark. Hopefully, from this range, you should not be missing. Let's just set it up with the wind. Hopefully, it'll just swing it back to the left. Ugh. I'm cursed. I'm actually cursed. It's the same thing as last week. Dumb kick out of fullback. Butters finally kicks a goal. That was absolute agony. Hopefully, that is not a sign of things to come. Butters just kicks it forward, but to absolutely nobody. Anastopoulos giving chase. Gets dropped in the tackle. Caleb Windsor kicking forward. Burne-Jones back in the side for today. Can't collect it. Ball going forward for Melbourne. And the Burger King does well. Let's clear it. We got Ollie Wines. Can't take the mark. Ball goes to ground. Clayton Oliver getting a lot of it early. Ball goes to ground once again. Handball out of the pack. Melbourne get one back, and I think it was Van Rooyen that kicked it. No, it was Shane McAdam. Ball going forward once again. Horn Francis looking for a target. Finds Connor Rosie. Okay, we need our good goal-kicking boots. The skipper. Put it through, son. That's not bad. It's offline once again. And another forward entry finds its way to Connor Rosie. Closer to goal on this occasion. Already got 2 behinds on the day. Finally kicks his first. And it's back to a 2-goal game. And admittedly, not going against Max Gawn in the ruck today is going to do us a whole bunch of favours, as we can't win the ball forward, unfortunately. Ends up with Verrill. I don't know where Max Gawn is, if he has an injury, what his issue is. Now Mentha can't find a teammate. Actually does in the end, finds Verrill. And now Jake Melksham, who feels like he's been in the AFL for about 40 years. Kicks it forward. Zerk Thatcher does such a good job week in and week out for us. Connor Rosie at half back with, who was that? Christian Salem, I think it was in the end. Rosie just kick it long, kick it strong. Smoking Joe Berry. Can't take the mark. Ball going forward once again via Alir. Georgiadis takes a great mark. Let's just kick it long. Who's the target? Not intentionally, it was Connor Rosie. He picks it up. Loose handball. Can't get it to a teammate. Whitlock was in the area. Couldn't get it in the end, and it's 2-7 to start. Bad kick out of fullback by Melbourne. Great tackle. And we got a stoppage inside forward 50. Hopefully, we can get it to a teammate. Georgiadis, great hands inside forward 50. I almost dropped him to the SANFL after a pretty quiet 2 weeks, but we're going to give him another go. And that is a nice kick. Really well done. We've got 3 on the board, but I feel like we should definitely be doing a lot better than we are. Melbourne get it out the middle. Ends up with Bailey Fritsch at centre half forward. Short little kick. Can't find a target. Great tackle. Ball comes loose. Viney kicks it. 13-point game to start. Can't win it out of the middle once again. Melbourne with the forward entry. Can't get it. And that is a great find again. Van Rooyen at full forward. Going to be lining up for his first touch of the day. And to get the Melbourne back on almost level goals with Port Adelaide. That is straight through. It's a 7-point game. Quick kick out of the middle by Rosie. Anastopoulos giving chase. Come on, get there, get there, get there. He ran past it, no good. Bowie gets wrapped up. It's a good tackle. Got a man there standing by himself, but Verrill does a really good job in the ruck. Burne-Jones intercepts. Burgoyne can't get boot to ball. Rosie, quick hands to Horne-Francis. Short little kick. Can't find Lukosius. Handball over the top to Georgiadis. Running into goal. That's not 15. Whitlock gets a goal. We've got 4 on the quarter. Good ball movement all round. It has truly been back and forward all day today. Alir can't take the mark. And with that, Viney gets a second. Really costly error. Great tackle by Boak on that occasion. We are going to have another forward entry here. Whitlock on the move. Should take this very easily. What the hell happened there? He just stopped and just panicked, I guess. Horne-Francis gets the mark in reply. Somebody lead deep and to the goal square. It's going to... not good. We've got numbers out the back. Butters gets chased down. 21 minutes gone and just a few dumb errors by us. Jordan Sweet intercepts the ball. Yep, okay, we'll take a shot with the ruckman. I don't like my odds here of kicking a goal, but we'll see how we go. Hasn't actually got a disposal on the day, but he struck it beautifully. What a kick by Jordan Sweet. Clary gets intercepted. Great tackle by Tommy Cochran. Great pressure by Port Adelaide. Doesn't pay off, unfortunately. Verrill in the middle of the ground. Kicking it short. Travis Boak does a good job getting back. We need a long ball. We've got players on the move. Tommy Cochran put the body on. Can't take the mark. Judd McVie does a great job. Butters once again intercepts. Let's kick long towards our tools. Lukosius takes a good mark. No goals on the day for him just yet. That's a shocking kick. I've panicked early. Oh, I don't even want to watch. Oh, gross. Fortunately, Jace Burgoyne intercepts inside forward 50. And this is another bad kick. This is basically a repeat performance of last week, except Melbourne are kicking a few more goals, which is sort of making me feel a little bit worried about what's to come. Connor Rosie. Oh, that's bad as well. We've done it for 2 weeks in a row. 5 goals, 9 in the first quarter. Ball forward. Horne-Francis can't get boot to it. Georgiadis We get a sixth. 6 goals, 9. Oh my goodness me. It has been a painful quarter at times. 25 minutes gone. One of the longest quarters we've had in a while. Clary out the back. Alia takes a mark at quarter time, but 10 goals for the quarter. What an outrageous couple of minutes of football. 6 goals, 9. Plays 4 straight. Melbourne actually dominating possession. Connor Rosie, 1 goal, 3. No good. Georgiadis, really the only one that's kicking straight for us. Jordan Sweet has been pretty good. And in terms of the major ball getters, Salem doing very well. Connor Rosie has 10 disposals. But yeah, I have not liked what I've seen from our guys in front of goal today. Let's try and kick straight. I'm going to set a goal for the game. Kick more goals than behinds. That is my new mission in life. Anastopoulos can't take the mark. Willem Drew giving chase. Jai Cully out the back. Kicks it forward to Melksham and he takes the mark. Does very, very well. And now McAdam can't take it this time. Melbourne just waltz into goal and they've got a 5th. They are hanging around. Campbell marks for Melbourne at centre-half forward. Great tackle. Viney for a 3rd. Hits the post. Just the first poster of today. We've had quite a few posters actually in the last couple of videos. Let's just go long out of full back. Anastopoulos sitting under it. Takes a nice mark. I don't know why we're kicking to our small forwards, but it's all good. Works out in the end. Finlayson. Haven't seen a lot of him. He's out the back. Let's give it to Butters. He can run into an open goal. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. Dumb kick out of full back by Melbourne. And Tommy Cochran going to have a shot on goal. And this one, we just have to kick straight. That's all we have to do. There we go. Cochran gets his first. Jordan Sweet needs to be doing better in the middle of the ground. Considering Max Gawn not playing, I would expect him to be doing a lot better than he currently is. Darcy Byrne-Jones does a good job. We just got to clear the ball. We can't. Great tackle once again. Good forward pressure. Or good midfield pressure, I should say. It's not really in our forward line. Anastopoulos once again. Great use of the body. Let's kick long. Rosie's on the move. And he takes it. Looking for his 2nd on the day. The win. Can't take it back. Connor Rosie, 1 goal, 4. Having a shocking day in front of goal today. Fortunately, Butters marks the intercept. And now we're going to have another chance with Rosie. We need him to kick straight. He's one of our key forward targets. Not necessarily being a key forward, but he finally has a 2nd, and it's a 28-point game. We win it out of the middle once again. Great mark by Travis Boak. We've got players running back. Let's kick it long. Finlayson sitting underneath it. Can't take the mark. Giving chase. Lays a good tackle. It's in the back, though, unfortunately. And just another dumb kick by Melbourne. Ollie Wines. We may as well have a shot. The wind is in our favour. Verrill is injured for them. So their main ruckman is out. I don't know who's now going to be rucking for Melbourne. But that is straight through the middle by Ollie Wines. He does beautifully. Looks like Tom Campbell now in the ruck for Melbourne. Ollie Wines gets it cleared. Jordan Sweet drops the ball. Petrarca looking forward. Finds McAdam. No good. Alia does well to get the ball clear. Okay, just boot to ball. Thank you. Finlayson. Can't take it. Handball. No good. No good. No good. No good. No good. We need a mark. Lockie Jones can't put a body on. And Bailey Fritsch does a good job. And now I've got Jack Viney. He's been very good today. Zerk Thatcher playing back. Deals with Petrarca very nicely. Great hands forward. We need one more. Finlayson's over the top. Great tackle. I didn't actually see who that was. But well done to Melbourne. They stopped basically a certain goal. And then they almost turned it over. Petrarca been pretty quiet today. Haven't seen a lot of him. Jordan Sweet. Too big, too strong. Looking for Finlayson up forward. He's got a smaller body. Takes a good mark. And this is going to be tricky for him. Dealing with the wind as a left footer. The right footers had a difficult time up the other end, I should say. But Finlayson does so well. Absolutely flushes it. And it's a 40-point lead. Ball loose at half back. Sweet running onto the ball. Finds players inside. Was looking for Wines. Found nobody. And now the Burger King at half back does a good job. We've got short player on the lead here. Let's use him. End up with Caleb Windsor. No good. Kicks wide to Jack Viney. Kicks long to full forward. Ollie Wines. Last line of defense. Can't deal with Petrarca in the sky. And now he's going to be lining up for his first. And does very, very nicely. Back to a 24-point game. Sorry, a 34-point game. Told a little fib. Jordan Sweet in the middle once again. We're doing very well now that their third choice ruckman is in the game. Running onto the ball. Can't lay a tackle. Just too many players running forward, not too many running back. That's not 15. Just get boot to ball. Handball clear. Works out okay. Butters. Long. Rosie and Howes. Rosie takes the mark. 2 goals forward to his name today. That one's good. Make that 3 goals for, and it's back out to 40. The skipper doing very well, exercising the demons from last week. Loose ball in the middle of the ground. Can't pick it up. We've got players out now. Tommy Sparrow kicking forward. Finds Johnson. Got a player back. We need a mark. Zerk Thatcher does well. Let's go wide here. Willem Drew has an opportunity. It's 1-on-2 actually, so we're in a little bit of trouble. Handball it loose. Player at the back. We get intercepted. That's no good. Okay, run forward. Boak. Kick it long. That will do. Connor Rosie needs a mark. Takes a mark. We've got players over the top. We just need to find one of them. Whitlock takes it. This will be good for his confidence to see if he can kick a goal. Very, very close. And good on Connor Rosie for passing the ball on to a younger player. Whitlock gets his second. Showing that development that he's done so well in the SANFL. Hopefully, he can be that key forward of the future for us. Obviously, we have Lukosius, we have Georgiadis. But if we can get a third one as well, Butters just gets wrapped up. Handball forward, no good. Great smother. Now we just need to hit up a target. Great tackle by Finlayson. Loose ball. And we kick it backwards. Melbourne benefit off our stupidity once again. Johnson kicking to the pocket. Burton just drops a sitter. Van Rooyen gets one back for Melbourne. And that was so dumb. Great hit out once again by Sweet. Long ball. Rosie going to be really unopposed here. Does a fantastic job. May have to set this one up just inside the left goal post. Works out okay. Rosie's got 4. And we're starting to get a bigger lead now, thanks to the skipper who's been awesome this quarter. And we're just playing a whole lot better than last week. Obviously, the game's not over till the final siren because we did concede 8 goals in the final quarter to lose last week. But hopefully that won't be a repeat today. GWS are a lot better a side than Melbourne. As we do know, as Bailey Fritsch takes a nice mark at half forward. We've got players back. Ball goes to ground. Somebody pick it up. Dangerous handball forward. And the D's get another one via a dumb turnover. Loose ball at half forward. We get a number over the top. Come on, just quick kick. Find a target. Rosie, get there. Just out of bounds on the full. Couldn't quite find a target. Horn Francis going to take a mark here. We just need to find... Actually, we've got 2 players short here. Ends up with Whitlock, who's going to be lining up for a third here. Hopefully, I mean, the wind is not optimal. But if he can kick a third here, it'll be a really good sign that there is a lot of promise here that is offline, unfortunately. The wind just not bringing it back strong enough. 41-point game. Not long left to go in the first half, but it has been very high scoring. If you just look at it from both teams' perspective, we've almost cracked 100 in the first half. And Melbourne almost to 50. So at this rate, it's going to be about 200 to, well, 100. Need a mark. Can't get it. Unfortunately, it's centre half back. 23 minutes gone. Can't lay a tackle either. Horn Francis, get back if he can. He does well. Let's see if we can get one more before half time. Boak. Can't take the mark. Lukosius really should have gone up for it. It's going to end up with Jordan Sweet. Just kick it long. Butters is sitting underneath it. He takes the mark. 18 disposals in the first half. He's been one of our best. Siren goes. And he's got a goal to his name as well, and it is a 47-point lead at halftime. A much better quarter from us goal-kicking wise, 8 goals 3 to 4 goals 1. Melbourne still kicking a lot of goals, but we got a lot more of the ball that quarter. Connor Rosie, 4 goals 4, was a lot better as well. Kicked 3 goals straight that quarter. Butters, Rosie and Boak getting a lot of the ball. And in terms of those intercept marks, Alir and Butters doing an exceptional job. Let's have a quick look at the fantasy scores. Connor Rosie, 102. Butters, 87. Salem having a good game with 65. Boak, 64. Jordan Sweet, 55. Has 18 hitouts at halftime. Has a couple of score assists as well. Petrarca, only the 54, but still having a good game. I like what I've seen from our side so far. Good break at halftime. Jordan Sweet, Tommy Campbell, going to get things going at the start of the third quarter, I should say. I don't know how I stuffed that up. Alir can't take the mark at fullback. This is not good. And Johnson takes the mark. Aiden Johnson. Can't say I know a lot about your work, but he's going to be lining up for his first of the day. Straight through the middle. Great hit out once again by Jordan Sweet. Ball goes forward. Short little tackle. Can't work out. And now Campbell going to kick short. That is a dumb kick. Logan Evans, who's been really, really solid since he's come into the AFL side. Lukosius needs a mark. We might try and kick a little bit closer to goal. We'll not try and kick so many long balls. Burgoyne's the target. Got a player at the back. Handball it to him. Handball it. Okay, kick it. We got a goal. Ollie Wines was the master of that masterpiece. And yeah, I think with the wind being so heavy to the left of screen this quarter, we just need to be kicking a lot closer to goal if we are going to be more accurate. Adams at halfback, kick short. We've got options to try and stop the ball here. We do very well. Horn Francis, Lockie Jones, just kick it. Thank you. Smokin' Joe and Salem. Joe Berry not had a good game today. Might be time for you to go back to the Rezzies next week. Ollie Wines does a good job intercepting that ball. Let's kick to half forward. Who we've got? We've got Zach Butters spending a bit of time forward. We've got Lukosius on the move. Let's take a mark. We do. Good job. And we've got 100 of our 140 required contested possessions already. So we should be all good getting that objective today. Lukosius apparently hasn't kicked a goal yet. Finally sneaks one through. I thought that was going to miss. Melbourne just trying to work the ball forward. No good. Boak. Short little kick. Finds Georgiadis. Whitlock will kick it to him. Oh, that's not Whitlock. That is not Whitlock. I mean, Whitlock technically does have the ball, but that... Oh, he stuffed that up. No good. Burgoyne intercepts. That was lucky. Very, very lucky indeed. Let's kick to the square. Now it's Whitlock. Ends up with him in the end. Kick the ball. Is that a goal? No, it's touched. Long ball. Horn Francis cops a knee in the back. Still takes the mark, though. It was really, really good. Georgiadis is in the square. Has nobody on him, actually. Georgiadis lining up for a third. Directly in front. Shouldn't have too much trouble kicking towards the Riverbank stand. Executes the wind perfectly. And it's a 10-goal game. Inside 50 for Melbourne. Great hands by Connor Rosie running back with the flight. Did a fantastic jump there. We've got Horn Francis. Actually, it's Burgoyne up the wing. He gets sat on by Salem. Horn Francis does well to intercept the ball. Lukosius has Jai Cully on him. Great hands. Now Whitlock has a man on him. Oh, for God's sake. That reminds me of that one where Robin Nahas had a shot from about 20 metres out in front of goal and tried to kick it to someone. I can't even remember who it was over the top. And completely turned the ball over. Jace Burgoyne's been very quiet today. Has a goal to his name now. And it's a 65-point lead. Now Adams at centre-half forward. Alir, I can't say he's had the better of him today. Bergman has been really, really good when the ball's gone down his way. He's done his job. He's done well. Logan Evans, Melksham. Evans does well. Melksham is a frail old man at this point in time. Whitlock takes a nice mark. We've got Lukosius on the move. Actually heads towards Connor Rosie. I was aiming for Lukosius, but we find Rosie instead. 22 disposals and 4 goals. Another Brownlow medal-worthy performance. He's kicked another. That's 5 on the game. And this one's starting to get out of hand. Melbourne just the 1 goal so far this quarter. Butters trying to kick it forward. Can't get it too far. Cochrane giving chase. He's going to have to do a quick kick back in the opposite direction. Petrarca with the fly. Doesn't get it in the end. Sparrow out the back. Adams gives it up to Campbell. Great hands again by Melbourne. And they should probably take a mark here. And they do. And it's Jack Viney once again looking for number 3. Probably been one of Melbourne's best up forward today. Only had the 6 touches, but he's got a 3rd. Great hit out by Jordan Sweet. That was amazing. Lukosius, 1 out with Cully. Perfectly executed centre bounce. We could have not asked for anything better. And now we just need to get the perfect finish. Lukosius for number 62 on the year, and he's got it. Tried to go 2 for 2. We couldn't quite get it. Great tackle at half forward. Handball forward. Whitlock with a quick kick. Can't find a target. Who's that running back? It's Butters. I was about to say Clary and Clayton Oliver. Didn't work in the same sentence. Clayton Oliver has been very good today from what I have seen. Lukosius once again. Big body. Let's take it. May as well. But Clayton Oliver has been very good. He wasn't on my initial shortlist. But I think I may be considering him, if he does want to still move out of Melbourne. Another goal to Lukosius. Butters with a free kick at half forward. We kick it long. Lukosius on the move once again. Takes another mark. Let's look for Whitlock. Doesn't work out. Oh, it's a free kick actually. So that was very, very lucky. Horn Francis is going to have a shot on goal. Hopefully nothing too terrible happens. It's all good. Kicking a lot straighter since quarter time. Great hit out once again. We're just dominating in the middle. Lukosius could have kicked so many more goals today if he just stopped passing the ball off. Whitlock in that forward pocket has been so good. Doing a job. Toddy Marshall had a go at it. Didn't really work out. And I've bigged him up here. He better kick this goal. He's done well. If he was a little bit further out, probably wouldn't have gone through, but it's an 89-point game. Melbourne are in all sorts at the bottom of the ladder. And, yeah, big result here today. Melbourne just working the ball off of halfback very nicely right now. Windsor with the long ball forward. Great hands by Ryan Burton. We don't want to concede another goal before 3/4 time. Logan Evans can't take the mark. We need a quick kick here. We do. Georgiadis on the move. Gets rid of it, does really well. Cochrane's there to pick up the pieces. Great tackle by Bowie. They play on. Why did they play on? Who's that over the top? It's Finlayson. He takes a good grab. Inside the right goalpost will be the go here. And he's hit the post. Not inside the goalpost, not on the goalpost. An even 90-point lead. Melbourne just trying to work it out of their back line. They are doing a really poor job of it. Georgiada stopped running. Can't take a mark. Can't lay a tackle. Can't do much right now as Clayton Oliver has it at fullback. Jace Burgoyne. I mean, we may as well go for a barrel. Why not? We're probably a little bit too far out, but we just for the culture, the game is not at risk, and I've aimed absolutely terribly here. Although, it's actually dropped short. Someone's tried to take a specky on the goal line. Whitlock's had a shot and he's missed it. Another intercept mark by Logan Evans. Kick it long. Whitlock. Can he take it? Yes, he can. For number 4. To equal an AFL career high. Which I believe he actually got on his first game. He's done that beautifully. 95-point lead. 97, actually, sorry. What a quarter of football. What a game of football. And what a response to last week's terrible ending. 10 goals to 2 in the quarter. I'm going to meet you at full time. There is nothing else to show here today. And another bizarre fourth quarter ends with a win for us. Bizarre for a completely different reason than last week. But I think it's a 92-point win in the end. It was a pretty even last quarter in terms of not letting it blow out to be like a 140, 150 point win. Melbourne did very, very well in the last quarter. 7 goals to 6. And yeah, just a really weird last quarter. 196 plays, 104. Really high scoring in the end. We kicked 24 goals, 7 after quarter time. So really happy with how we played in that respect. We crushed the disposals. Did a fantastic job. We got our contested possessions objective. Whitlock ended up kicking 8. Jack Viney ended up kicking 7, which was truly bizarre. Rosie got subbed out at 3/4 time. No injuries or anything, just we chose to give him a bit of rest. Georgiades 4, Lukosius 3, McAdam 3, Langford 3, Wines, Butters, Burgoyne, and Van Rooyen all kicked 2. Butters, Rosie, and Wines didn't really play in the 4th quarter for us, so their possession count could have been a lot higher. Salem, Sparrow, and Oliver led the way for Melbourne. And how did, what's-his-face go in the hitouts in the end? Jordan Sweet. Let's have a quick scout of that. 37 hitouts. That would have to be a season high, I'm guessing. And a great win overall, we should say. 92 points. Connor Rosie with the 3 votes. Whitlock 2. And Jack Viney sneaking in there with 1 Brownlow vote. Connor Rosie, considering he played 3 quarters, I was a little bit surprising that he did get the 3 votes. I'm a little shocked that it didn't go to Whitlock in the end. But a fantastic performance. And if we have a look at the objectives, we got halfway to scoring 28 behind. So had we stuck at our first quarter pace, we would have got there. Tackles we were never going to get, but a very, very good contest. Today, we still remain top of the ladder, I believe. If we have a quick scout, we do have a game in hand, obviously. GWS looks like they lost, as well as the Crows, so their winning streak ends. Carlton are 2 games behind, but also have 2 games in hand, so they could look to bounce up into the top 4. Sydney is our next game, which is at home, I believe. If we have a quick look at our next fixture, yes, it is a home game at the Adelaide Oval, which we always like playing at home. I believe the SANFL will probably have the week off, or it may even, I do not want to exit, thank you. Just looks like the SANFL aren't even playing on that day, which is a little funny. But if we have a look in the inbox, we did very well up against Melbourne. We will stick to the original training schedule, and we'll repeat last week's training. We'll select the lineups for the next game. Next episode, the objectives for next week are spoils. We need 25 of them. We need 11 behind, so that should be fairly achievable. And we need to score 28 goals. I don't know actually how many did we kick today. I think we kicked 30 today. I'm anticipating that we probably won't kick 30 in the next episode, just because Sydney are a lot better team than Melbourne, so we'll see how that plays out. But let's have a look at the rest of the fixtures from last week's games. We can see that St Kilda beat the Bulldogs, Hawthorn just beat the Crows, so they didn't lose by too much. GWS lost to Brisbane up in Queensland. Geelong smoked Essendon by 83 points at the MCG, with Stevens kicking 4, Oliver Henry kicking 3, and O'Connor also kicking 4. And then North Melbourne beat Freo, which was interesting. Carlton beat West Coast in the Chris Judd Cup. And then if we have a look, Freo beat Essendon by 69 points at the start of round 15. So back-to-back big losses for Essendon. And in terms of our conditioning, we can see that Lukosius and Georgiades are not really doing too well in their own conditioning. So we may actually give them the week off, do a little bit of rotation. Looks like Whitlock was fine. Cochrane is coming back from... Actually, no, he's not coming back from injury. He just played. So for whatever reason, he's still on 91. But we may need to change the individual training plans for Lukosius and Georgiades. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Another successful episode. Good to get another win back on the board. Keep us clear at the top of the ladder by about 48%. Obviously, there's a few teams with a few games in hand. We'll see how all that plays out. But thank you again for tuning into today's video. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until then, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.